Greetings, Kishlings. Kishram here with a One Piece discussion video. Today we're going to talk about what is Kaido's devil fruit. So yeah, basically we're just going to discuss and theorize on what Kaido's mythical zone fruit is, and like its likely being awoken and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, the fans' major like consensus, and yeah, I'm a little late to this, but I do see a lot of logic in why everyone chose this specific thing to be the reason behind it, is that he's a koi fish. Now you're probably wondering, it's like, well, a koi, for those not aware, a koi is a regular fish in the real world, so it's like, why would you make that a mythical zone? Well, it's because he's awakened that partially how this works at all. But, so fair enough. But in chapter 999, Big Mom's the one who clarifies that it is a mythical fish fruit, and she gave it to him. So she, obviously, who better to know that that's what it is. So, yeah. The woman has a knack for gathering devil fruits, is all I can say. Half of her kids have them. So, she knows her stuff about devil fruits. But anyway, the core conclusion comes from the fact that there's a legend called the Dragon's Gate. Basically, a koi struggles to climb a waterfall, and then through its efforts and perseverance, it finally reaches the Torii Gate that is at the top of the waterfall, and then it's magically turned into a dragon. Basically, think Magikarp becoming Gyarados. That's where that Pokemon was based on, so yeah. That's the gist of the myth. But there is more like variants to this that have come out over the centuries, and I was informed that like depending on the version that you read, my friend Dre informed me that the kois in some of the stories have been trying to climb that waterfall for 100 years. And then in other instances, there is an Oni involved in the story who is constantly increasing the height of the waterfall, making the poor koi fish's job that much harder, but making that end result so much sweeter than when finally the gods themselves see the koi fish's efforts and seeing it reach its goal, and then rewarding it with the form of a dragon. Which, in One Piece logic, there could be, like, maybe some kind of sea gods or something. I mean, Neptune technically exists in One Piece. Or it could be, like, the fact that because this is, like, an awakening, more or less, in devil fruit standards, it is the devil itself, which is kind of a god or divine, powerful being. So, it kind of fits the role of a god. But yeah, my thoughts on this, it works well enough, and kind of my headcanon mini theory for like how this all kind of proceeded is okay, Oda, he likes to make allusions to like Japanese myth and folklore throughout the series. We've seen it up-teen million times. Love it for. Well, Oars is basically the Oni in my headcanon. You're probably wondering, why Oars? Well, he kind of looks like an Oni, for one. Also, he's known as the continent puller during, his life 500 years ago. Well, given that, like, Wano looks really pieced together like a jigsaw puzzle, and with Oars, notion of, like, pulling continents together, which probably were more just islands than anything, it's not a stretch to say that, maybe him or some of his tribe or whatever might have pulled Wano together to make it what it is today. I mean, there's like different seasons on all parts of the whole country. Each region is its own thing. And then combine that with the way how in the Curry region, you have where the waterfall to climb up into the Curry region to enter Wano, unless you're part of Kaido's crew and you have like that secret, port, but most people don't have access to that, obviously. So, like, that all combined is the Oni portion of the myth. And then when you throw in, like, the notion that, like, what if Kaido was, like, trying, like, to better himself? like prove his strength and mettle as a devil fruit user, as a pirate, as a man. When he first entered Wano, that it was like, okay, there's the only way in. It's that waterfall. You guys, you take the boat. I'm taking the water itself. So he turns into his koi fish form, which, he's probably been ridiculed his whole life, but it's like, hey, if I can overcome my weaknesses as a devil fruit user, no one can defeat me. No man, and not the nature itself. So yeah, like that's how he entered Wano for the first time. He climbed, he swims up the waterfall. He's resisting the weaknesses of like being physically, weakened by the ocean itself. But he's obviously not going to drown because he's a fish. So think kind of Jack in that regard, where he's half fishman. And this likely is where the title of strongest creature comes from as well, as a little bit of a side note. So yeah, basically he overcomes his weakness of the sea. He swims up to the top. He makes landfall. And some of the residents and stuff of the Curry region probably saw this action. And when he, surfaced, as a fish, this, total act of defiance of his weakness is what awoken his devil fruit, and he transformed into the dragon form that we're all aware of. So there you go. And the locals, seeing this magnificent scene, that's what made them start revering him. Kaido, at least in the terms of Orochi's men and everything, but it probably extends to some members of the populace overall, that he's known as a wise king and a divine figure. Which I did some research on what a wise king is supposed to be and everything, and it's a more specifically, it might be a reference that Oda's making to Yamantaka, the defeater of death, because Kaido is, he's never been killed. He's trying to find a way to kill himself and all that kind of stuff. He's been captured and they tried to execute him. It never works. So it might be allusion to that, but also his status as a dragon, because they're commonly known as being wise, all-knowing beings, kind of. But this isn't where my research ended. Before, I really was going against the grain through most of this, because I was like, it can't be the obvious koi to dragon myth. That would be fine, but I wanted something that, connected, that was maybe a little more, let's see, obscure. So, other inspirations and influences to Kaido and his character that I found. This segment is various animals and magical beasts that Oda might have drawn, in some part, something that contributes to Kaido's character. While researching this, obviously I stumbled upon the obvious koi things, but I stumbled upon another fish as well. Because I was thinking, okay, he could be some kind of yokai, right? But then I stumbled upon this fish and I was like, this connection works pretty well too. Amongst other yokai. But that fish in question is the Asian Arona, or Asian Arowana. There we go. I'm bad with names, people. Or, as it's more commonly known as, the dragonfish. This is a southeastern Asian fish that it's so named due to its vague similarities to Chinese dragons. Which, guess what? Kaido's one of those. So, yeah. I even based this drawing of Kaido in his fish form based on this species. I was like, I have to draw him like this. I've seen other people draw him as Magic Carp and everything, but I was like, this is too good of an opportunity to give up. And also, hey, look, here he is in an Onigishima, fishbowl, because why the hell not? I've been having fun drawing with my tablet. What can I say? But yeah, so that's something because like, yeah, maybe I don't know. Then the second thing I found was the Wani. This is a sea monster, but has a very similar design to Eastern style dragons in its appearance. Well, what connects it to Kaido is like it shapeshifts, the dragon appearance, obviously, and they are known to fall in love with human women. All of these traits are shared by Kaido. Appearance? Check. Devil fruit transformations? Check. Yamato's mother was likely human? Check. There you go. Next up is the Tatsu. This name might be familiar to some of you in the One Piece community because one of Zoro's own attacks, is named after this. It's a dragon attack. It's like a spiral twister, or what is it called? I forget. Shit. I can't remember all their attacks. Sorry, people. But yeah. The Tatsu. It's another Eastern style dragon who lives in like secluded areas away from humans. They have great wealth and they collect magic artifacts. Well, appearance, he's a dragon. So similar there. Kaido, he lives on Onigishima, secluded from humans. There you go, there's a connection. Well, until recently. And then collects artificial devil fruits and poneglyphs. So there's your mythical items and everything. And then finally we have the Honen Gyo. This is an amphibious, strange fish creature yokai that is known to occasionally wash up on riverbanks in cities, drawing in attention from the locals, because historically it appears in prior to years where there's like bountiful fish catching periods and stuff, and being just a general good sign of good fortune and good luck. And this led to its like legendary status as the fruitful year fish, which is what its name translates to. And fun fact, it's also the yokai that inspired Godzilla. This one was less likely, and I was like, why is it even considered a fish? Maybe it's more so that when you're catching fish after this thing appears, it looks like a miniature Godzilla. So it's kind of weird, but I was like, I'll throw it in at the end. But yeah. But anyway, so yeah. Most likely Kaido is a koi fish that became a dragon to go along with the Dragon Gates myth. But yeah, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything that like worked, didn't work, let me know. Let me know what you thought about my headcanon, like of Kaido's awakening and everything. Like I would love to see that in the anime. Like that would be awesome, but you know, it's Oda's story, not mine. Yeah, let me know all that good stuff. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet it out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Keishlings, Kaido is a dragon, but what kind of dragon is he? He's probably just a koi fish. I'm fine with that.